we interact with brands every single day of our lives, from the moment we wake up in the morning until we go to bed at night. So what really is a brand? To put it really, really simply, a brand is essentially a product or a service that is provided under a certain name by an organization, and it has certain names, colors that make you remember it. So how is a brand really different from a product? So if we take an example that we are all familiar with, Panadol. So Panadol is essentially a brand. The product is a paracetamol, which is a painkiller. So Panadol, the brand, is coming from a product of paracetamol. So you can see clearly the difference of a paracetamol, which is a generic product, and Panadol, which is a brand. The moment we say Panadol, we remember a font, a name, a color, how it makes us feel, the safety, the trust that comes along with the brand, the name, and everything emotional and functional that the brand Panadol carries. So what are these jobs really in brand management? What does it entail? Brand management is a very exciting job. You're essentially the custodian or the mother of the father of the brand. So you are responsible from the brand, from the time it is born through the life of the brand, to really look after the brand and make sure that this brand sells profitably to the target audience or to the consumer who you're talking to. Right? So brand managers have to work with research agencies to really understand what are the consumers' needs, whether they state it or they don't. They work with advertising agencies, you work with digital agencies, media agencies, you'll work with other functions like finance to do costings. They are responsible for the P&L of the brand because it is your baby. You work with sales because we both have to work together to make sure the product goes to consumer. So it's a very diverse role. There's a lot of coordination, a lot of teamwork, and that's really what a brand manager does. So what is really the difference between brand management and sales, or marketing and sales? They're very often used quite loosely together. So the job of the salesperson is to make sure your product is available. So the availability of the product is very much the domain of sales, which is what we call push. You push, you make sure the product is there. The job of a brand manager is being responsible for pull. So that means you talk, you communicate through the life of the brand to your end consumer and make sure that that product is pulled off the shelf, it is taken, it is used by consumers. So sales and marketing really have to work very closely together to make sure that you have an effective product or service in market, right? So brand management, very exciting type of job. How much can you earn in these type of jobs? So as with any job, it will vary a lot depending on the type of organization you are in and how brand centric that organization is. So FMCG, which is fast moving consumer goods, which could be packaged food that has high volumes, it could be the type of soaps, personal care items, those tend to be very brand centric organizations with higher pay levels. So you might earn anything from an executive from maybe 60,000 upwards. An average brand manager will earn 150,000 upwards. Of course, there's a lot of variability within that. And then what are the possible career paths you have in marketing? How can you get into a marketing role, and what are the options that there are there as you progress in a career in marketing, right? So at an entry level, a lot of the bigger organizations, especially in FMCG, they have intern positions which are at the bottom very much a learning on the job role. There are graduate trainee roles, which is somebody who is just qualified. That also tends to be a contractual role. There's a lot of learning that comes there. Then you will have executives, junior executives to senior, an assistant brand manager, a senior brand manager, a category head or a marketing manager, and then the head of department, which will be your brand or marketing director, right? But as I said, marketing is a really dynamic role. You need to work very well with all the stakeholders. You have end-to-end responsibility for the brand, including the P&L. So it is very possible that your marketing role can take you to a general manager position. So there are multiple examples of people who have gone from a career path of marketing to lead large organizations, especially so in the areas of FMCG, which are very, very brand centric, because it's what the consumer believes that really drives the value of those companies. So what are the qualifications you need? There is SLIM, so Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. There is CIM, which is the UK qualification. You can also get qualifications in places like Apidum, which are digital marketing qualifications, which are affiliated qualifications in the line of marketing. Where can you get more information? So you can definitely reach out to the SLIM website. You can speak to their staff. You can look at the CIM website. You can speak to anybody from the digital marketing if you're interested in that area of marketing. And definitely you should speak to people who are in the industry and learn about more opportunities and how you can learn about the industry. Right. So what type of personal fit would probably work if you're wondering, what you want to do after your schooling. So if you are a people who really likes people, you have a natural curiosity about human behavior, it's possible that marketing could be something for you. You also have to have very strong communication skills, passion, have good relationships, be able to coordinate well, and really have a great hands-on attitude and analytical ability. If these are, something about you, you like a role that has a lot of variety, then I think marketing or brand management might be something that would fit for you. So in conclusion, if you're the type of person who likes to coordinate, likes to see things come alive, is interested and is passionate about people and human behavior, you can handle stress, you're able to think strategically and take accountability for your results, and you really value teamwork, I think marketing could be a role for you. Good luck.